Iran carried out missile strikes. Drone strikes were carried out in Balochistan. They say a militant group was being targeted. This was the same very militant group Iran claims carried out attacks against their own security forces in Iran. That is the reason why Iran says that these attacks were necessitated. But the fact of the matter is that Pakistan, on the other hand, seems to be in a complete tizzy. On the one hand, you've had the acting Prime Minister of Pakistan having a meeting in Davos with the Iranian finance minister, this foreign minister, I beg your pardon. At the same very time, these attacks were carried out. There's a massive diplomatic standoff that's taken place. But before that, let's just take you through some of the details that we're getting in right now. What's really happening inside Pakistan, getting you full details from our Pakistan reporter, Kaswar, who's getting us the latest details in terms of a meeting that is currently underway in Pakistan's army headquarters. We give it to understand Pakistan's air as well as Air Force and Navy chief both are present in that particular meeting. In fact, Pakistan says that this is going to result in major repercussion. Let's take you through some of the big breaking news now coming in. The first big breaking news with regards to the meeting that took place. We'll take you through the details right now. First, Pakistan, in fact, has now swung into a huddle. More top sources have now confirmed that a high-level meeting of the top military generals are currently underway. We do not know at this point in time whether at all Pakistan essentially plans to carry out any retaliatory strikes. As of now, remember, they are in a complete tizzy. Let me just quickly go across to our reporter joining us from Islamabad, Kaswar, getting us the latest details. In fact, our Pakistan reporter also confirming to us that a high-level meeting is basically underway. Kaswar, over to you. Pakistan claims that 2 children were killed. The attack took place in Balochistan. First, take us through the details of that late-night strike that was carried out by Iran. Did it come across as a surprise for the Pakistani establishment? Because on the one hand, you've had the acting Prime Minister having that meeting with Iran's foreign minister, and at the same very time, the attacks were carried out.
Well, Shaman, I can confirm you from Islamabad that Pakistan's and Pakistan's security forces were caught by surprise because they could not even get to know what was Iran up to. And it was a complete surprise before first the drone strike inside Pakistan on the same target, and that was followed by the precise missile attack on the same target as well. Iran claimed that they actually attacked the headquarters of Jaish-e-Adal, that is, according to Iranian intelligence officials, that is based in Pakistan. But Pakistan has refuted the claim that it has the Jaish-e-Adal does not exist in Pakistan. Instead, the Iranian drones and Iranian missile attacks actually targeted the houses of common Pakistanis, and which resulted into death of 3 innocent children as well. These are 2 conflicting reports, but one thing for sure I can tell you from Islamabad is that Pakistan and Iran have been trading accusations of harboring militants for a long time. A couple of months ago, the Iranian side accused Pakistan that actually Pakistan-based terrorist groups have killed 5 of its soldiers inside Iran as well. But Pakistan did not. We all know that Pakistan did not accept the allegation as well. And same type of allegation Pakistan have been leveling against Iran as well. But last night, the Pakistani government was caught as a surprise. It was actually a surprise attack by the Iranian, and we are getting from resources Pakistan was put into the charge. They could not even intercept the missiles and drones as well. This is what I can tell you from Islamabad at the moment. And on the other hand, from GHQ, you have rightly pointed out, a high-level meeting has just got end. And in this high-level meeting in the GHQ, Pakistan's army chief, the chief of Pakistan Navy, and the chief of Pakistan Air Force was present. And it was 3 hours long meeting that happened into the GHQ Rawalpindi. But we don't know about the outcome of this meeting because, according to my sources, it has just got end. But on the other hand, Pakistan has
Well, in fact, Kaswar, I'll just request you to stay on with us as we take our viewers through the latest developments, we're now given to understand that there is a big diplomatic face-off, something that we were indicating a short while back, because remember, Pakistan has been taken by surprise, as our reporter from Islamabad is essentially pointing out. So what's really happened over the last 24 hours or so? We are given to understand that Pakistan has basically suspended all such diplomatic talks with Iran at this point in time. In fact, let's just take you through the big fallout. Pakistan has essentially expelled Iranian ambassador following the strike by Iran. In fact, they've also recalled their envoy from Tehran. It has resulted in a situation where Pakistan once again is denying the existence of a militant group in Balochistan province. Iran, on the other hand, says that they've got specific details to such an extent the involvement of this particular group in attacks that were carried out in Iran itself. These attacks, Iran claims, were against their security forces. And remember, Iran has been carrying out attacks not just in Pakistan, but also in several other countries where they say that they've got enough evidence to suggest that they were inimical forces. And that is the reason why such an action was important. Let me just quickly go back to my colleague Kasper getting us the latest details. There is a massive diplomatic face-off. It was on the expected lines. But just take us through the latest details. They're saying Pakistan now says that they're not going to have any diplomatic ties with Iran. Now that's going to be a big blow. Pakistan has already accused almost all its neighboring countries for breaching their airspace. Iran today says, Kaswar, that they've got enough evidence to suggest that a militant group was plotting against the Iranian Revolutionary Guard.
Well, Shaman, that's true. Pakistan has expelled Iranian ambassador from Islamabad, and it is official right now. And on the other hand, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan have told us, we told reporters, that Pakistan has called its ambassador to Iran as well. So Pakistan has suspended all kind of every type of diplomatic relationship with Iran, and it is a huge setback not only for Pakistan but also for Iran as well. And Pakistan and Iran have been brotherly countries for a long time, and they had established very good and cordial relationship. But today, followed by the airstrike, last night Pakistan has suspended all type of these diplomatic ties. But one thing is for sure, the question Pakistan is the reason the question that Pakistan does not have good relationship with India. It does not have a good relationship with Afghanistan. And no, Iran was the only country, Iran was the only neighboring country of Pakistan that was left alone. But today, Pakistan has suspended all type of diplomatic relationship with Iran as well. So the question is, what is Pakistan up to? And we don't know the answer, exact answer, that what is in the mind of the Pakistani authorities as well. But as of now, I can confirm you that Pakistan has suspended all the diplomatic relationship with Iran. And as we told you earlier, that the leading Pakistani journals have just got the meeting of leading Pakistani journals just got done. And we don't know the outcome of this meeting, and we are just waiting for because it was a very important meeting. This is what I can tell you from Islamabad. This is just the beginning. It's a big, huge story, and we will keep tracking the development as well. It's a huge setback for Pakistan and Iran. Over to you, Sham.
Kaswar, just one final update that we're putting out for our viewers watching. This is exclusive. China has now also stepped in. Remember, Pakistan-China axis. Pakistan has always been calling China its all-weather friend. But that's the all-weather friend who has now asked Pakistan to urge restraint on this entire matter. And that is the reason why, once again, Pakistan finds itself in a very uncomfortable situation. Not only suspending the talks that they were actually having with Iran, now China has actually stepped in, cautioning Pakistan. And not just that, they've also asked Pakistan to exercise restraint. A quick response from you, Kaswar. As I understand, China too has now stepped in. China has advised Pakistan to exercise restraint. But what is it that Pakistan will essentially try and do? Because right now it finds itself completely cornered. On the one hand, you've seen the way allegations have been leveled against Pakistan in the past, because there is enough evidence to the effect that there have been militant groups, terrorist groups that have been harbored by Pakistan for a very long time. And now you have Iran, which is, there is a complete volte-face on the part of Iran. Iran says they have enough evidence. China says, look here, you need to step back. So Pakistan seems to be in a completely isolated position.
Well, Shaman, let me tell you, Pakistan's position as of now can be described in the one line. That is, Pakistan has been caught between fire and the frying pan. On one hand, the millions of Pakistanis are looking to the Pakistan's powerful air force, powerful army, and they are asking them, they are actually putting pressure on the Pakistani forces and the entire government to retaliate the attack as well. But on the other hand, we have just seen the Foreign Ministry of China spokesperson. He has given a statement asking Pakistani government not to take steps in haste. And in case if Pakistan takes steps, definitely it will send unpleasant waves across Beijing as well. As you have rightly pointed out, China is the only country which have been backing Pakistan through thick and thin. And in case if Pakistan retaliates attack against Iran, definitely Pakistan will lose Chinese backing as well. So as of now, what I told you earlier, the Pakistan is caught between fire and the frying pan. And as of now, Pakistan will spend all the diplomatic relationship with Iran. And we have to hold what the future holds for Pakistan. And you have rightly pointed out that Pakistan seems to be isolated. Even it has powerful army, powerful Pakistan Air Force, powerful navy, but still it cannot do anything against Iran. And we are just waiting for the outcome of the meeting of the Pakistani powerful generals. What are they up to? So Pakistan is caught between fire and the frying pan. It cannot, it cannot send unpleasant waves to Beijing as well. And Beijing had jumped. And don't forget, Shaman, Beijing has a very good relationship with Iran, Tehran, and a couple of years ago, they actually signed a memorandum of understanding worth billions of dollars as well. So I think in case if the situation arrives, China will definitely take care of Iranian as well in this situation. So Pakistan will have to wait, and we are just looking forward to the Pakistani interim government of Pakistan's powerful GHQ, what the future holds for Pakistan as well. So as of now, Pakistan has suspended diplomatic relationship, but we don't know what is Pakistan up to in this situation, Shaman.
Right. Thank you very much, Kasper, for getting us the latest details. Shifting focus now to yet another Pakistani propaganda, which has now been exposed by the intelligence agencies here in India. Now, just ahead of the Pran Pratishtha, where India is going to celebrate, all preparations are underway. There is a section, particularly in Pakistan, which seems to be completely upset with what's really happening, and more importantly, the kind of support that has come in from across all sections. That is one of the reasons why it turns out the same very social media platforms, social media handles, which have been working overtime, perhaps to also send across this message that there could be a disruption in the law and order situation in several states on the 22nd of January. Rumors are essentially being spread so much, so we've put out some of those social media platforms that perhaps everyone needs to be cautious about, and the very fact that these attempts that are essentially being made by these inimical characters should be completely exposed, because remember, as far as the law and order situation is concerned, almost every state government as well as state police have assured that they've taken all necessary measures. But there is an element of fear-mongering that's actually taking place, and that is the reason why we're putting out this story by way of sources within the intelligence community who've provided a consolidated report of several of these social media platforms who have been active in the past too. They've been active after the abrogation of Article 370. They've been active when the Supreme Court basically came up with the decision of Ram Mandir, and more importantly, the very fact that there has also been allocation of land to the Muslim community. But despite that, there is an element of fear-mongering that's still taking place. On your screens tonight, we've also put out those very handles which have been tracked down, their IP addresses to Pakistan, and they have been overactive in the last couple of days. Let me also quickly go across to my colleague Gursimran, getting us the latest details. Gursimran, now this consolidated report essentially indicates that the same usual social media platforms or handles are once again being activated. It seems that they have carried out multiple trends, and this is largely bordering into fear-mongering, especially related to Pran Pratishta, which is going to take place on 22nd of January.
Yes, Shawan, this is part of a systematic campaign that the Pakistan and its intelligence agencies are running against the India, and also this ahead of 22nd of January. There are more than dozens of such social media handles that are being operated from the land of Pakistan, and what they claim is that they are being operated from India, and what they are spreading is sheer disinformation so as to create arson and also to create unrest among the people. This is what the intelligence agencies have decoded over the time, and now these social media handles, some of them have already been banned, but some of them are still pushing the agenda of the Pakistan, that is to create unrest on the name of religion, what they are trying to do. Now the intelligence agencies are keeping a strict vigil, and the similar directions have been passed to the state police to keep a check ahead of 22nd of January, because apart from the terror threats, there are threats that these kind of social media handles may try to instigate some people on the name of religion so that they can create a situation where there is arson, riots, and the similar situation that can pose a serious challenge to the law and order. Shawan.
A quick question, Gursimran, with regards to these very social media handles. Why is it that the Indian government hasn't really taken any action? Because despite this consolidated report that has been prepared by the intelligence community, it turns out that they have been active almost on every big occasion related to India. We've seen in the past too, despite when the Supreme Court came up with the Ayodhya verdict, there was a trend that was started by the same very handles. These handles appear to have once again been reactivated. Why is it that there has been very little action that has been taken against such social media platforms or social media handles which appear to have once again been reactivated in the last few days?
Shawan, some of the handles have been acted upon. At least it takes a 15 days time for the Twitter to act on the legal notice that are sent by the government. This has happened in the multiple cases that we have seen in the recent past. But also, one thing is that these handles keep on changing their username as well, and also they go they go dormant totally once their agenda is fulfilled. That is, they will become active for almost 15 days, 10 days time, and then they will go completely dormant. And that probably had happened with some of the handles that are still spreading the hate. But the government, what we are getting to know from the officials in the agencies, that the government is keeping a strict vigil, and they are taking the legal action against these handles as well.
Well, thank you very much, Gursimran, for getting us the latest detail. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive.